Hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, Matt from Diazable, coming at you with another album or EP review, depending on what it is. And today I'm checking out the band Negative Blast with their EP, Echo Planet. Now, this band, I had no idea existed until someone recommended it for me, which I appreciate that. So thank you for the recommendation. And if I'm correct, this band is from San Diego, and they play a style of hardcore and punk fused music. And I think a lot of the members are in some other bands. Seems like they have a pretty decent reputation in the San Diego scene and everything. So I was pretty excited because I was like, I don't know anything about this band, so I'm going in completely blind in what I thought and felt about this EP. So let's check it out. The first song on here is really simple and slow, especially with the mesmerizing guitar work. And the drums also have a very slow and deep feel to them. And also they have some low style screams that are mixed in as well, lower in the mix and whatnot. Um, the slow and slow style playing here is good in terms of like creativity and performance, I think. It's not what you would expect. The midway through the song, the instruments all kind of like fall away, and it's just the drums and the vocals. And overall, it sounds very large and bold at this point in the song. Kind of reminds me of Spy, well, the band Spy, but less chaotic.
Even when you're gone, I'll tell them my religion's you. When punctures
The bass and the guitar really blend well together here, so it creates like a real sonically heavy and groovy flow to it. The drums, very simple, very low in the mix, but it works really well here. And the vocals, heavily reverbed, or I think that's the term, but they've got a lot of effects on them that make it sound very echoey and everything. But it goes well with the sound, with the guitars and everything. And lyrically, I think this is a very, very creative and well-written song. So I want to play a little clip of Trauma Bond for you. Very nice transition there. So this song to me has more of a punk style to it than hardcore. I feel more punk vibes here, especially in how the guitar is being played. Bass sounds really good on this song. Good balance on all the instruments. You hear everything pretty well. You feel everything. Drums are mixed a little bit higher this time and have a punchier feel to them, which is cool. Um, Kind of a new age 80s punk influence towards the end of the song. So overall, I think it's a pretty distinctive song. So I'm gonna play a clip of Carbon Copy for you. Is it me or like the guitars give you that punk sound, right? Let me know down in the comments. Riffs and drums seem a bit stiff and basic at times on this particular song. There are some parts in the song that got some groove to it. And then also the guitars seem a little bit higher in the layer on this particular track. And by the end of the song, it was really hard for me to read whether like I liked or didn't like the vibe. So I just feel like I had to put it as just like it's like an okay song. Like it's just in the middle. Still hard to really vibe to this particular song for me. The drums sound really loose and fun here. Simple guitar riff playing over it makes it sound very complicated, which is cool. Reminds me of Queens of the Stone Age a bit with this particular song and sound. Kind of like a stoner rock sound, and yeah, that's what I get on here. Vocals are really far away, but they work on this particular track pretty well and everything. So it's a pretty different song and nice and overall. Yeah, so the riffs on here are really simple and fun, very enjoyable, with some heavy bass really to back up those guitar riffs and whatnot. Drums do some nice fills on this track, and the backing vocals make it feel like it has a lot of energy and funness to this song. So I want to play a small clip of No Trust for you. Yeah, no trust, baby. Here we have more of a familiar song structure that's kind of like their other songs a bit. Reminds me a bit of the Chisel here, the UK punk band, but a bit harder at times. Lots of tasteful cymbal use here on this track. Got some, well, I want to say some like surf style guitars in the back end of the song. I don't know, maybe it's that California vibe I'm getting here, but it has like a surfer vibe to it towards the end. I would say overall it's a very straightforward punk song that's not too diverse. It knows what it is, and it's done very well, and it's pretty good. The guitar tuning here is really good on this particular track. Up until this point, I will say for the entirety of this album, the bass is heard on every song, which I think is very impressive since I have a really hard time picking up on it, but every track I heard the bass here. So kudos to the bass player on this particular song and this album. Kick drum could be mic'd up a bit better during the breakdown and the build-up. Like, it's kind of hard to hear. The breakdown itself, nothing new, simple and fun, and that's it. Can't go wrong with that. Yeah, so those are my thoughts on the new Negative Blast EP, Echo Planet. And I want to say, if you're looking for a new punk band that infuses hardcore, or a hardcore band that infuses punk, like, this band does that for you, because they mix these two genres very well and just beautifully like comes out in a nice way. The guitars have a nice variety here on this album, from punk style playing hardcore style. Like, they mix it up a lot and everything, so the guitars are really interesting to listen to. The bass is really like laid down very well in the mix and everything on every track. You hear it, you feel it. It's never too loud, never too low. They put it at the right placement in the song every time, which is really nice. The mixing of the drums, they're mixed in pretty well throughout this EP, I think. Simple for most of the time and everything, but very, very effective. And the drummer sprinkles in some nice fills here and there to spice things up, which is nice. The vocals have a nice vocal range. And I think what's also really good, he doesn't try to push himself. He doesn't try to go beyond what he can and can't do. Like, he knows his place pretty well in terms of his vocal style, which is nice. The mixing of some of the songs and the song structures did go really well together and make the flow very nice and everything. The only thing I can say that was a little negative here at times, negative for Negative Blast, is some of the playing was a little stiff at times, and made the songs, some parts of it, uninteresting in certain parts of the song. And the mixing on the vocals and drums at times were a bit buried, but not enough to where it was like a burdensome or like a big problem. Sometimes it was actually good for the song, but at times it was a little buried and everything. So overall, I think this is a really good EP coming out from Negative Blast, and something out from the San Diego scene. Pretty solid and whatnot. So I would say it's a nice 8 out of 10. Yeah. So that is my review of this new EP from Negative Blast, Echo Planet. Leave your comments down below and get at me. I keep confusing Echo Planet and Echo World, because there's a band that I know called ADHD that has a song up. Their EP is called Echo World, and Negative Blast is called Echo Planet. So I'm keeping my words all mixed up here. Thanks for coming on by, guys. I'm Matt from Diazable. Till next time, bye.